This is mono white. Anti-Venom, ladies and gentlemen. What does this guy do? This is Verilax the Haven skin, or Anti-Venom something something job title. This is 5 white mana for a 5/5 legendary symbiote here. When he enters, if he was cast, return a creature from your yard to the battlefield. If damage would be dealt to Verilax, prevent that damage, put that many +1/+1 counters on him. Pretty cool abilities. Yeah, we're trying to get a 5/5 and other values. So what's the other value? What big man do we play? We play Overlord of the Mistmoors as a 2 of. This should probably be a 3 of, but kind of locked up on 4s right now. As a matter of fact, it is a 3 of. White Auracite, you're a crappy magic card. We just need some ramp in the deck so we can actually like naturally get to some of these guys, right? But Overlord of the Mistmoors is now a 3 of. We all know what this guy does. Pretty good reanimator target. Sire of 7 Deaths, just a 1 of. I'm playing around. I'm having some fun with it. Summon Knights of the Round is a 3 of in this deck. This is probably the best thing to reanimate. All things considered, with the Venom, I think that this is correct. You know, what do we get? 3, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 power on the board. Even if they can kill the Venom, like, it's going to be much harder to kill the Knights of the Round. So, yeah, I think it's pretty good. We got 1 Zatalpa, again, just kind of stunting on them, having fun with it. You know what I mean? I don't know if this card needs to be in the deck, but it's an option. I'm going to play it. And then Summon Bahamut is a 2 of as well. This is the other best thing that we can reanimate. So kind of feels like the Una deck in terms of its reanimator options, but I'm okay with that. White Auracite is aforementioned. Yeah, it gets a slot in here. I want to try this. That's another thing that stream is good for. Yeah, I imagine if I was going to put this deck on the channel and spend like a week and a half kind of banging it out and seeing what cards are best in it, this would not end up in the main list. I'm pretty sure if this went through the process of becoming an actual honest-to-God deck tech, this card would not go. But when it comes to stream, I get to try stuff. I want to try stuff out. And that's... I wanted to try some other wacky stuff in here that I thought better of. So you're lucky that you're only getting White Auracite as the bad magic card in this deck. But, you know, maybe it's okay. You hit a non-land permanent, you get to tap it for white. Sure. Matzalantli's a 1 of because it's legendary, but we get to draw and discard off of this. We can pitch cards into our yard with it. Split Up as a 2 of. We don't have a whole lot of creatures at all in this deck in the lower end of the curve. Just Split Skin Doll. It's kind of a must play in some ways. So I'm not too worried about Split Up. We need to control the board state. So another piece of removal is good, along with the 4 Get Lost and the 2 Seam Rip and the 1 Not on My Watch. So a fair amount of removal for the early game here. Split Skin Doll also helps us discard stuff and will jump in the way. And then Collector's Vault is probably the best way, and sort of, that we have of doing 2 things. Pitching cards into our yard, and also making sure that we can get an early Anti-Venom. You know, we pitch something on turn 3, and then turn 4 we can Anti-Venom because we have the treasure tokens. So this is in some ways the best card in the deck. And hidden mode on this, actually, secret mode, it also is a 3-drop, right? Because we, like I said, we don't have a lot of 3s in this deck. And I originally was playing like Claim Jumper, and then I realized, like, well, we can really only play Claim Jumper on turn 4 if we want to ramp with it, unless the opponent's already ramping, and that's not happening too much in this format, so can't count on that. And if we ramp with Claim Jumper on 4, that's not going to get us an earlier Verilax, right? So I decided to cut Claim Jumper. I thought briefly about Discerning Financier, which gives us a treasure token on our upkeep if they control more lands than us. So it's more likely to hit a turn 4 Anti-Venom with the Financier, but the card is really bad. It's not a good... I'm pretty sure that's a bad card. So I didn't have the guts to try it. But the beauty of Collector's Vault is that we play it on 2, we use it on 3. Bang. That's our 3-drop, man. So, you know, sometimes we'll have to play Split Up or a removal spell instead, but for the most part, we're going to try to turn 3 Collector's Vault, turn 4 Venom, let's go, dust it off. But I think the other Reanimators decks in Standard right now, the Arden deck that has Superior Spider-Man or whatever, and hits like Bringer of the Last Gift, that's probably a better Reanimator deck, all things considered. But we might be a better mid-range deck than other Reanimator decks. We have a good amount of removal. We have big threats in the top end. And that's true of a lot of Reanimator decks, but I think we do it a little bit better than most of the other ones in the field right now. So we'll kind of see how we do with this thing, and then maybe we'll end up adding red to the deck, or maybe we'll play some Brawl. We go first. We're up against Kings 93 here, and our hand is pretty bad. I'm going to try it. We got Matzalantli, we got Venom, we got a Knights of the Round to discard, we got White Auracite if we need it. So, let's go. It could be worse. We draw another Knights of Round. That's terrible. Let's say go on turn 2. No 2-drop in sight. Head empty. No 2-drop. Oh, they named Cat and play Sky Knight Squire. I like that. I do like that. I'll give him a nice. Old Power Dragon himself just made a cat deck over there on his channel. It's like blue-white cats with Enduring Curiosity. And I wonder if that's what we're looking at. Do I want Matsalantli here? Probably not. Probably not. I guess I'll take the doll. You're a real doll. Draw planes, discard a summon knights around. Pretty sure if we get to that, we probably win, but it's not a guarantee. I'm going to play a bunch of dudes here. I'm going to play Arabo. If I play Arabo, I like have to kill that, right? I think maybe the Squire is more important. Oh, Squire number 2? That's crazy. That's pretty good. That's all they got, though. And they didn't play a land. So, Alright, so this time, I think that the argument really is towards Overlord of the Mistmores. But I really want to play Verilax next turn, so I'm going to white R side their 2/2 Squire. That seems correct. Alright, opponent, draw a land. I believe in you. We're going to rip this cord. First game of the night. Helpful Hunter is all they got. Draw the land, baby. I believe in you. You can do this. Yeah, they got it. All right. So do you have that one drop cat? There's like 3 of them. Yeah, that's Leanna, but that's the one I was thinking of. The one that gains your life if you have enough guys. That is the one. You know what? No blocks. Let me keep this cat for a second. All right, we drew the land anyway, so whatever. Let's do it, baby. Let's Verilax. The Haven Skin. That's the name, dude. Here comes that Summon Knights around. Big boys, let's get in with the 2-1. See if they block. Nah. Okay. So we have men. Manly men. Helpful Hunter, men. So they still have a bunch of cards. It's just kind of scary, honestly. Here comes Fountain Port into Pride Mate. Ooh, it's going to grow this turn, too. They got a 5/5 flyer. Things are looking good. He's looking good, kid. We take 5 and go to 12. Draw planes. Yikes. I guess we can just play Overlord this turn. That's good. That's pretty good. I'm getting aggressive, dude. This is a terrible idea. I know I'm playing Overlord this turn, so like, big whoop, you know? Block with some guys. You can kill the Verilax. No, you can't. You actually don't block him. For God's sake, don't block him. Okay. We shouldn't Pride Mate block the doll. Hunter on the Verilax. Okay. The Verilax gets a little larger. Overlord stomps down. All the way, Overlord. Come on now. Alright. Now we can block your flyer. Look at this board! It's something else. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Macaroni and cheese. I think we got the win next turn. It kind of depends on what they do here. We got some big boys. Prideful Parents. I would love to put an indestructible counter on each of my guys. That'd be dope. Oh, Vanguard. That Pride Mate's going to get pretty big. Savannah Lions. They got 1 card left in their hand. Damn, though. Look at these mono white boards over here, kids. It's pretty good. Yeah, here comes the boom. Do you have like vigilance or anything? Yeah, you should probably hold up. We draw another land in this piece. That's crazy. We can play Knights of Round again. Oh, that's great. Okay, so just bang them in, dude. Just bang them all directly in. No thoughts. Head empty. I'm getting in with the boys because they're back in town. Alright, so they're going to block the 6/6 with the 9/9. That's fine. Fine. Summon Knights around, gets hit with the Pride Mate. Doesn't matter, it's got indestructible. Dies next turn anyway, but all of our guys get an indestructible counter when this thing goes next turn. Prideful Parent on a 2/2, Savannah Lions on a 2/2, Vanguard on a 2/2. Double blocks a 2/2 with Vanguards. You gonna keep that token out? Okay, yeah, they blocked the 6/6 with a Sky Knight Squire. 9/9 on the 6/6 now. Okay, and the token blocks a 2/2. Okay, let's see how this all works out. Yeah, they go to 1. Wow, nice. And we summon Knights around. Oh, what a ridiculous game of Magic to start the night. Yikes. It's pretty much exactly how we drew it up, isn't it? White R side doing some work, dude. Seriously. I seriously love bronze players so much because they stick out every board stay. Yeah. They never say die, man. Leonin Vanguard. Surprised how common the cat life gain decks are when there's red decks wins with Screaming Nemesis, the most popular deck. Yeah, you gotta have a way to deal with that, don't you? I think you just take damage to it. You know? Just take the damage, don't block it. You gotta kill it before you attack or something. We won. Opponent thought about it for a second and was like, oh, I am dead. Alright, so let's get another one. Opponent goes, look at his hand. Bahamut, Overlord of the Mistmore, Summon Knights around, Collector's Vault, jeez. Oh, that's, You know what? Let's mull that. It's the same hand! We got the same hand! What? I'd rather keep the lands than the Zatalpa. That's insanity. We got the same hand minus a threat. Healer's Hawk. Oh, wow. It's life gain again. I fear we're in trouble this time. We could always draw split up, but it's always going to leave like a creature behind. Zora comes down. Let's go. That's good. Healer's Hawk too. Nice. Pretty nice, dude. We draw land again, by the way. We drew a land last turn, too. We can Collector's Vault here. That's something. We're getting somewhere, I guess. Happy partner anniversary. Oh, crap. It's my partner anniversary. I had no idea. That's good. It's good to know. Sheltered to take my collectors? Come on. Come on. I'm going to give you an eye roll for that. I guess you needed something to play it on, right? I can't fault you too much. We're going to go to 16. They'll go up to a higher life total. We draw Summon Knights around. Brother deck. I told you guys. You get one good game and then like this starts happening. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure there's a total of 8 reanimatable dudes in the deck, which is correct. That's like how many you're supposed to play. I guess I'm supposed to Seam Rip the Zora. I would assume that's the correct thing to do. Submit, and then next turn we can Overlord, and we'll be fine. We'll be at a pretty low life total, but give it a shot, man. It's like, should I have just Overlorded that turn, you know? Nah, we can take it. We can take it. We're a big boy. We'll go down to 7. Let's see what their threat is this turn. Nothing? Oh, we got a Haven skin, so... Okay. 5, 4, 5. Hold on. Hold the phone. So 5, 4, 3. We go down to 4, and we can cast the Overlord. Yeah. So Collector's Vault. So not on my watch. That's not bad. Pitch this. The Summon Knights around. And then impending the Overlord. It's like I could technically have taken another shot there, but I don't think it's correct. See if they sheltered again. They usually have 2. No. Ooh, it's an Elspeth Stormslayer. That's pretty good. It's pretty really good. That'll probably help finish, for sure. You do bang with one of the boys. Sure, I'll take that block. You don't get like first strike? I don't think so, yeah. Alright, so we take the trade there. Splitskin Doll is the draw. 6 mana. So I can discard again here, make a treasure, and draw something else. I could. But I don't know that I should do that. So we Verilax. Here comes Summon Knights around. We get a bunch of boys. But we can't attack. Opponent's down to 1 card. That Elspeth is going to become a problem. For sure. We can... This gives a guy flying and +1/+1 counter on each. Jeez, that's wild. Pretty wild. Oops! Oh, they tried to destroy our summon knights around. Oh, they're so mad. That was, that's on them. That's what the card says, indestructible. The card says moops. You can't do that. Oh, no. Well, that's a way to get a win. For some reason, I thought it was just a creature gains flying till end of turn. That card's wild. It really is. All right, we're up against Dorbic for this one. We go first, and this is a curve. This is, like, actually a reasonable curve. Seam Rip on turn 1 that it wants us to play. They don't have a thing to target with it. It's weird. All right, so Splitskin Doll on turn 2. Opponent played Mountain turn 1. So we discard Summon Bahamut. We get a Verilax. Wow, dude. We just got to get the lands. We're still 2 lands down. Arabella. Nice. Okay. Let's take that Arabella with the Seam Rip. And then Doll again. We draw a discard. Collector's Vault. Oh, yeah. We have another guy with power 2 or less. How do cards work? Alright. So we just draw off the Doll. Shocking Sharpshooter. Nice. Don't you deal damage to me? Yeah. It's an Impact Trimmers. That's dope. So we didn't draw the land. We got a Collector's Vault in our hand, though. That'll help us get there. I think I should Matzalantli. I think that's a possibility. Gotta get this land. So let's try to get it as quickly as possible. Yeah, we got it. Alright, so we can discard this Summon Knights around. It's probably fine. And play the land. And no swings. Alright. We're getting there. Even if we don't draw land next turn, we can just Collector's Vault and use it. Ooh, Shocking Sharpshooter 2. We take a damage. You got a Mobilize guy? They have a... Oh, they have a Heir Apparent. Nice. Yeah, man. I'm going to give him that nice. I'm going to say nice deck and mean it. So here we can split up targeting all guys. Like we... And I think it might be worth it right now. I think it might be. Well, first, let's try to draw land. We drew a Seam Rip. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Getting to the point where I don't think I need the Collector's Vault anymore. I really don't. Smart Money is on attacking first, but they'll eat the guys. It doesn't really matter. Although, yeah, what if they let him through Fearing Trick and then we can split up and keep our guys? Let's go. Oh, that's great. Let's destroy all untapped creatures. Feels unfair, honestly. And end the turn. So, we're trying to draw 5th land with Matzalantli next turn. Heir Apparent. Okay. And they don't do anything. We draw 5th land with our draw step, so let's Verilax. Verilax! Bahamut or Knights of Brown? I like Bahamut here. We haven't gotten it yet tonight. Bust up the Heir Apparent. Get in for 4. What a deck we're playing right now. Don't think I need to Matzalantli here. Jeez Louise. 3-0, baby. Looks like it. Delny comes down. Okay. Pass it up. My turn. Alright. We draw planes. Some of Bahamut destroys their Delny. We win the game. Yeah, we have 18 damage on board. Yikes, dude. Well, 3 pretty okay decks, I guess. Not great decks in bronze tier. We rank up to silver, and we are 3-0 with Anti-Venom, son. We're making this deck look like a zillion bucks on the track. We're up against Fleam here. Forthright the Brilliant. And we go first. 2 Split Skins, Verilax, Summon Knight. Just get the lands, and we got it. We got multiple looks at the lands with the dolls, too. That's not bad. Alright, Forthright. They start on planes as well into Ruin Lurker. It's life gain again. Ruin Lurker bat. I think that's the 3rd time tonight. And the lower rare rankings here are just really a lot of this, right? Alright, discard Summon Knights of Round. Let's say go. Gotta get these lands, though. We absolutely must. We did draw a Seam Rip there. That's pretty good. We can double spell next turn. Seer, Slicer, Goblin. It is not life gain. Now this is a little more interesting. A little bit. Huh. I guess I'll take the Seer Slicer. Is this some kind of War Leader's Call? Blah blah. Let's just draw a card off Split Skin this time. It's a Plains. Good. That's not bad at all. Well, we should get to Verilax. Next turn we get Overlord. Halia comes down. Just the warped one. We're in Lurker 2. They'll draw a card, by the way. At end of turn? Yeah. Cool beans. They go to 22. Draw. She warps out. We get a second Verilax, which I guess isn't the worst thing, depending. Play Overlord. Yeah, no attacks. Alright, so we got blockers. Alia could come down again this turn. But they have a 6-card hand apart from that. Oh, wow, they just passed turn. Nice. Huh. Well. Oh, Verilax then. I'll attack with these dolls. We'll get one of these tokens off the board. Then we can start banging every turn. Yeah, they go to 20. Verilax comes down. That's going to give us Knights of Brown. That rhymes. Should have picked the doll just for funsies. Alright, yeah, they scooped to the reanimation, so that's good news. That's how it's supposed to work. That is forthright. They are true to their name. That is very forthright. Did I have fun? Yeah, I guess. Kind of a very normal game of Magic. Alright. We go first. There's a Get Lost. Second one of the night. We don't have a way to discard the Summon Knights of Round, but we do have a Verilax. That said, we have removal for a couple turns. Hopefully we'll be safe. Let's give it a try against Westy here. Red Sleeves, you know what that means. Yeah, Hired Claw turn 1. Third time that's happened tonight, too. That's a lot to deal with. Lots of aggro tonight. Lots. Oh, they plot a show off? Is that what you just did? Yeah, nice. Well, I say we take our 2 here. Want to maximize the split up. Land. Technically the last one we need. In the turn. Classic don't do anything for 3 turn strategy. Challenger. Okay. Yes, slick shot. Let's go. Cool, cool. I like that. And shock face. Well, I guess I'll kill the show off here. I did want to kill... If they're going to deal that much damage to me in a turn, I do want to kill one of these guys. We'd be at 9 or something right now. If we hadn't have done that. 8. I think we'd be at 8, actually. Now I'm considering not playing the split up and playing the doll instead so we can go ahead and get a reanimator target. Yeah. I'm just begging to be blown out by mono white, like, all night. Please do it to me, daddy. Alright, we gotta get lost that turn, though, so even if they go crazy with the Cheese Whiz, you know, we should be able to do something about it. Sure, they're gonna Valiant the Challenger here. No, it's the Hired Claw. We want to get it above the Split Skin doll. Challenger on top. Cool. Go to 6 on this board. 5 now. Think they'll play this other Challenger? I think they will. That'd be dope if they did that. You only get until the end of that turn. Okay, Emberheart Challenger. Cool. Come on in, baby. There we go. All right, so we go to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 in total. So we take a block here. Go to 6. So we block the challenger. Or we killed the challenger with the get loss. And then we can block the 2-2 challenger and just take 2 and go to 8. Plains. Verilax. Happy Feet. Summon Knights around. And see what they can do here. I mean, they might have a Screaming Nemesis, which I think I might just take the damage from. And hit split up. I want to be able to gain some life, but there's only a couple of ways we do that in this deck, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. We might just be able to turn the corner. Opponent has a surprising number of cards in their hand, though. They still have 4 cards, even after playing all of those cards. It's kind of wild. Alright, they're going to map up the Hired Claw. They get a Bolt Wave. That's not... See, that's why I want to gain some life. So much burn in their deck. And it's going to be tough to finish in time. Hard Claw 2. That's 5 damage on the table. As much as 6 if they attack this turn and just sack the Hard Claw effectively, but they don't. Summon dumps a bunch of dudes on the table. Let's Collector's Vault. And then use it. I want to go ahead and use it. Opponent has burn in their hand. Opponent has burn in their hand. So, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage if they have a Bolt Wave next turn and a Burst Lightning. If they have Lightning Strike, Bolt Wave, they can just kill us. They can just kill us. I will leave another guy back. This looks weird, but I may choose to split up. Oh, I should have... I'm an idiot. I'm a giant idiot. Alright, so they will block the 3-3 with the 3-4. That only makes sense. Wait. Maybe I'm not... dumb like a fox is the idea. So they go to 11. Go to 11. I want to split up, but if they play Haste Creature, we just die. And like we haven't seen Screaming Nemesis yet. We don't just die, though. That is not completely accurate. If one of these is a Haste Creature, I assume they would have played it by now. So maybe it's just all burn. Guess I technically could re-roll with Collector's Vault first. Because if we could just like Seam Rip, that might change the way I'm thinking here. We gotta land. Let's discard that. Why didn't I attack with that other guy? I've been doing so good tonight. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Gotta kill those boys. Creature they play doesn't even have to have haste. They could just be a lizard or a mouse. Then we're in a lot of trouble. We know for a fact they're getting Bolt Wave. Opponent has burn in their hand. That's gotta be a burn spell. Well, we have lethal on the table. Reroll or draw with Collector's Vault if it's bad. Haven't seen a white aura sight in a while, have we? That might be a pretty decent draw. Bolt Wave face, we got 5. What now, brown cow? Shock face, please, please, please. Please, dude. Okay, they scoop it. God, that was Stressful. Seriously stressful. Oh, it turns out it doesn't matter if I attack with that other guy or not, but I'm kicking myself a little bit for that. We're up against Thunder Pig, who is a veteran brawler. They like brawl. We go first. Well, we got a way to discard the Sire, and we got 2 Varilax, so I guess I'm contractually obligated to take this. Play a Plains. See what they're up to over there. Everyone's been up to something tonight. You guys notice that? Like, except for the mono red players, which we have had a lot of. Everyone's got a little thing they're doing. That's why I like the lower tiers sometimes. Is this just Vivi? Am I giving you too much credit? You do have the cool, like, weathered magic cards. The heavily playeds over there. Matza-Lantley. Play a little matzo ball. Don't do that. Oh, my God. Alright, so they countered it. I forgot people could do that. So red-blue counter spells. That sucks, too. That sucks. It was the only way of discarding cards. We had to draw cards to get to a Plains, and we can't do that now. White Auracite does nothing at the moment, but I still have to cast it because it's our 5th mana. Please burn a counter on this. If you burn a counter on this, be so happy. That's what it's for. Alright, we got our 5th mana. It's good. I don't know. Maybe at some point we'll have enough mana to start playing crazy stuff they can't do anything about. Astrologian's Planisphere. Spell Pierce? Am I looking at a Spell Pierce here? Is that what we're doing now? Are we spell piercing? I have nothing to get with this Varilax. It's just a 5/5. I don't know. They probably have red base removal, so maybe they'll have a problem. They also probably have Into the Flood Maul, which could suck. Let's go for it. We draw Plains next turn. We just have Sire of 7 Deaths, so we can try to get that. We're playing around Spell Pierce this turn with the Varilax. That's how I want to look at it. Yeah, you gonna Flood Maul it? Ma! Alright, Thunder Pig. You're up to something. It might just be Planisphere.deck with, like, you know, the 1 mana blue aura that gives you an otter and stuff. Vivi, it's Vivi. It's Vivi. It was Vivi the whole time. Alright. I try to give people credit. And this is what happens, you know? Well, we have a get lost for that one. Oh, we can play Sire this turn, though! We can do that! Let's try to get in with the Varilax. Man! Dude, we can just play Sire. I can't let him untap with that, can I? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? They can't counter the Sire. They can't do that. Splash Portal the Riddler, I bet, is coming. Ooh, maybe. Kill Vivi. I mean, that's the smart money, right? Sire's there next turn, but they won't be tapped out next turn, you know? Fine. Fine. Let's try it. They can try to Spell Pierce, but we have mana. Cool. And Sega Genesis. Sega! So what they do. Probably just try to play Vivi again. But we got the medicine, I guess, if they try that. You gonna do something with that, boy? You gonna return that Varilax to my hand? And then play a bunch of spells, then we get lost the Planisphere, and then we play Sire. That would be dope. I'd like that line. Alright, they're gonna map up. Ooh, okay. They have a handful of cards, and this is the best thing right now. Torch the Tower on top. They put it on in their graveyard. How do you have a full hand of cards and mapping is the best? Well, no Vivi mana. They draw land. Maybe that's what they wanted. Yeah, 3rd land, Vivi. Pass turn, my turn. Okay. Well, bunch of mana up now. We get Seam Rip. I like that. Let's swing it. Swing it! Old man song. What are you gonna do? Just let him in. Just okay. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. Old man show. Let's try and seam rip. It's in play. Yeah. Yeah. We get it too. Wow. Okay. Well, in the turn. We're just gonna win a fair game of Magic against this person? I think we might. They have so many counters. Like we're not gonna resolve the Sire if they have open mana. Not gonna get. Alright, they have to discard a card. What are you doing over there? Like, how do you have so many cards? They're all counter spells, right? They're just all counters. Yep, into the Flood Maw for the Varilax. Alright. Felt that coming. I feel it coming. You gonna counter? Oh, I should have tried to resolve. That's where you try to resolve the Sire, right? Yeah, don't make a sound. So we pay that. Let's get all the counters out of their hand. They get to Surveil too here. That's actually kind of good. We got it. It's in play. That's okay. 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 So is your other counterspell 3 steps ahead? You have other counterspells. Roaring Furnace? Yeah, thanks. 10-10 guy. Sick. Torch, yeah, it's all red removal, so we just win. Okay, I see what you're doing. They sleight of hand. Don't scoop. Please, God, don't scoop. Don't scoop. Don't scoop. Good game. Good game indeed. Here's a Sire of 7 deaths. Okay. I guess we played it correctly. You know. Opponent goes here against Coleccionador. Coleccionador. It's a good name. Red mana higher claw. Dude, sweat. Sweat harder. Everyone. God. I guess bronze is the only enjoyable tier. As soon as you get out of bronze, we played against Vivian Mono Red, and that is it. We haven't seen a different deck since then. Split Skin Doll. Everyone is sweating their ears off. I gotta make gold. Chill out. I guess I'll throw the Summon Knights around down. I want more blockers against this deck. Screaming Nemesis. There we go. Take the damage. You know, should I just get lost you? Or should I split up? Sure. Sure. I'll use a 3 mana card to remove a 3 mana card. I shouldn't have attacked. Another one. Second Nemesis, we go to 14. That's fun. White Aura Sight. It's going to take out that Nemesis. That's a pretty good card right there. Pretty good card, man. Did I clear my cache before reinstall? Nope. Nope. I cannot stand clearing my cache, dude. Clear my cache. It's really called a cache. Who's counting? Yeah, they take out our doll with the Hellkite. They get in for 4. God, what a deck. Mono Red has proven to be a real headache tonight. It's another Aura Sight. It's another Aura Sight. Why can't you be a Venom? Like, please, there's 4 in here. Please draw a Venom, dude. I'm begging you. Literally begging right now for you to draw a card. Scalding Viper it is. Okay. And yeah, I'm doing this. I know for sure that they have that Nova Hellcat. I'm still doing what I'm doing right now. So get lost the larger man. There's a Collector's Vault. Come on, brother. Come on, Ski. Activate ability. There's another white Aura Sight. That's crazy. That's really funny, actually. They say nice. Okay, man. Yep, Razorkin Needlehead. Yep. There's another land. Painful, dude. So painful. They're going to start using maps. Burst Lightning on top. They put it in the yard for some reason. That's interesting. That is actually really interesting. Why do that? 1, 2. We got 6 mana next turn. Drawer. It's an Overlord of the Mistmoors. Okay. We go to 8. So I have to R-site that. Like that's definitely happening. Draw discard with a vault. It's a Sire of 7 Deaths. Oh my god. Kind of want it. You guys notice they have blue mana in their deck? I'm discarding this Overlord. Aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have 7. We'll draw here. I should have R-sited first. I'm so stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we'll have enough for Sire next turn if we don't draw the Venom, so just kill the Needlehead. Say go. 5th land, here comes Nova Hellkite. Soulstone Sanctuary already. Oh god. Go to 4. It's not good. Land. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 mana. It's gotta be Sire. It's gotta be, but they just have like Enter the Floodmaw or Into the Floodmaw or something. Hellkite. Die. But we don't. Yeah, Ward, are you sure you want to do that, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, you know this guy has reach, right? You see the giant bow and arrow. We go to 11. Yeah, buddy. We win. Yeah, man. Auracite is out of sight, I guess. Jeez. Ooh, yeah, you know, I don't think he knew. Yeah. There's 2 of them in our opener, so that's something. Lots of removal. Let's give it a shot. We're up against Relic of Doom, the Collector. Red mana again. I'm going to lose my mind. We draw a land. We kind of need it. That's okay. Just red mana everywhere. You know what I mean? Soulstone Sanctuary, so it is that kind of party. But they still haven't actually played a card, which is weird. Let's Matza. That door is great. Let's say go. Kind of hold up for a second. Hold up. They do shock face. They do in fact do that. Alright, Relic of Doom. Are we going to have to find our Sire of 7 Deaths again? Seems like we often find it against red, doesn't it? It's weird how often we get that card against them. Burst Lightning. It's the classic mono red control for sure this time. Now we get Burst Lightning on main phase 1 here, and I don't think they got a land. Well, let's draw a discard. Split up. I'm dumping it. I'm going to dump that card, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Wow. Summon Bahamut. That's good news. I'm going to go ahead and play Auracite. Is that alright? I got a couple of looks trying to get the Anti-Venom by next turn. We draw 3 total cards. Opponent not getting the lands, but they got a full grip. It's usually how that works. But like, you're a dinky burn deck. Like, you got to be able to do more than one thing. Also, they drew a colorless source, which can't be good for them. Cannot. Then we get to drop this Bahamut, but at this rate, I'm not sure I want to, you know? I'll be able to play it soon. Ooh, blue mana. Razorkin Needlehead. Okay, so you are just this deck. They are who we thought they were. Aw, dummy! Well, I make one stupid misplay a game. I was supposed to, oh, is it on my turn? No, that's gonna trigger. Yeah, I should have triggered that while, this was on the stack. We still haven't drawn the Anti-Venom. It's pretty poopy. Pretty poopy. We go to 14. Play the land. We can Seam Rip that, and Matzalantli still try to get the Venom this turn. Cool. Alright. I'll go with that. Draw discard. It's a white R side. We draw a white R side. We already had one. Okay. Okay. We've seen 3 out of the 4 R sides in our deck. In the top 14 cards. Earlier I was like, Arena knows the card's bad. It's not giving it to us. Apparently that is not the case. 4, 5, 6, 7. Could have had 7 mana next turn if I'd have R-sided there, but I kind of want to save the R-side. We've only seen a couple of threads. Red and blue over there with the Soulstone Sanctuary. And a Braid on the Matzalantli. Well, I guess I've already got a big man in there, so not that big of a deal. Sure. You can't do nothing else, can you? No. Of course, we can't either. We can Collector's Vault. That's a thing. I can Auracite into Vault. I'm going to save the R-site. Especially now I'll be getting treasures off the vault anyway. Maybe I want to discard the R-site, you know? Guess we'll see. That's a land. I'd rather have the R-site than a land, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, maybe not. Like if I draw Overlord of the Mistmoors next turn or whatever. I want that land. I also feel like I want removal, though. Let's be honest. And I'm at the life total where I could probably wait a turn anyway. But that's 7 mana anyway, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I've got it. It ain't no big deal. I can discard the land. Right, you got another Abrade for the Collector's Vault? I'm just going to be drawing cards all day if you don't. 16 cards. Yet to see a Venom. I want to see one really bad. They're going to take 2 damage to their own links here. I love it. I love it. And we'll just get lost to links. Go to 18. It's Collector's Vault. Come on, dude. Give me the card. It's a land. We draw a land. That's amazing. I'm gonna play another Collector's Vault. Sure. I'm gonna use it too. Don't think I won't. We draw a Collector's Vault. Yo, dog. I heard you like Collector's Vault. That's insanity, bro. That's actually insane. Oh my god. Why is it like 3 Collector's Vaults in a row? It's a Sunspine Lynx. Awesome. Very cool. You're going to take 2 more damage to your own links. Yeah, use that mana on a map token. Yeah, do that. Hey, buddy. Get lost. I'm going to feel bad when we draw an 8 or 9 mana dude next turn. Of course, it's a land, though. Oh, my God. And we draw a land. What is going on, man? Collector's Vault. Activation number 2. It's an Overlord of the Mistmoors. Let's go. I got the mana to cast the 1/2 of it. Which I guess I'll do. I'll go ahead and do that. Think I care? I want my boys. If they use removal on it, I guess that's fine. Alright, man. How many cards are we into our deck? Okay, we have 38 cards left and we have 4 Venom in the deck. Yet to actually draw one. Yeah, creature sighted. This is 8 vault. It's 5 vault. The one Matzalantli, I guess, is the 5th vault. Oh, man. We should start drawing huge dudes, like, pretty soon. We've only seen, like, 1 all game. Soulstone comes to life. Okay. Wake me up inside. Trade me with your land. It's a Zetalpe. It's a Zetalpa, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I still have to do the old song and dance here. We draw land. Nah. Try again. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a Verilax. That's what that is. So I can discard the R-site. I think I'm fine to discard the R-site. It'll be okay. I can just play the Verilax. Let's go. Sack all your treasures that you ever had. And get back a Summon Bahamut that destroys a map token. What do you do about that? Oh, man. I think we got it sewed up. We'll see. See, man. This is a fun game. At the very least. Yeah, what do you do about this guy? With all your red removal. We should be good against red. We have such awkward hands like all night. Yeah, man, don't play a guy because he just dies. Like, whatever you play this turn dies. It's guaranteed. 4 cards in their hand, though. They could do something impressive. Yeah, this is actually your worst nightmare. these two guys are pretty good against red, I think. Yeah, opponent pulls out the rope. Twisted! Dope! Twisted Fealty! Give them a nice. We go to 4. Oh, my goodness. Dude, if they have a Burst Lightning, we just lose. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so they didn't use their other map, even though they had mana, because, like, we could just kill them. Ooh, dude, that was sick. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, brother. Woo, hoo, 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 hoo. Oh, man. Is there any other way to gain life? I bet they have it, too. I bet they have that Burst Lightning. Oh, my goodness. Sire of 7 Deaths. I'll discard the Talpa. Thank you very much. Oh, my God. Maybe they just have another Twisted Fealty, right? Alright, so we can't kill them this turn anyway, so I'm not attacking with the Verilix. Give it a shot. Dude. If they have another one or a Burst Lightning, I think Burst Lightning is what's actually happening here. Oh my God. 4 cards in their hand, like, it's a Twisted Fealty. They've got it. Dude! Dude! What ridiculous! What? Okay, so we got a chance at this. We technically have a chance of drawing a get lost here. So I guess we got to take it to land. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's insanity, bro. What a game. What a game. Had it locked up, too. Had it locked. There's like nothing else that does it there but Twisted Fealty. That is insane. Put that card in your mono red decks, dude. Put that card. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, let's see what DeJesus has for us in our final game tonight. It has to be. It has to be. I want to pick one more up, but we won enough earlier. Just that game, dude. That game was crazy. Oh. Oh, God. If we'd have drawn the Venom earlier, maybe, but maybe would have just died earlier. You know? Oh, Twisted Fealty. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. All right, DeJesus, what you got? Will we ever find out? They take a mulligan. Is this red again? Is this red for the 8th time tonight? Okay, no, it's not. It's not. That's an exclusive nightclub. Kinda tough to get in there. Let's split skin doll, drop the summon knights around. Get a collector's vault. What we need is lands. Badly. Even just a 3rd land will matter a lot. Those are the games we've lost tonight, isn't it? Where like either the lands don't come together or we don't draw the Venom in time. Those are the 2 things that'll kill us. Grixis with blue in it. It's a Zatalpa. It's not a land. God dang it. Collector's Vault comes down. Ouch. I really don't want our last game to be low on land, so, you know, I'm probably going to play another one here. They torch our split skin doll. Also against, it appears to be low on lands against control, which is a massive headache. Multiversal on black tapped. Here's Prof's Eidetic Memory. We don't get a land. Well, let's Collector's Vault for the land here. There it is. Good stuff. We can drop Zatalpa. And drop our planes and Seiko. Possible 4 mana if we draw untapped planes next, or 5 mana if we drop untapped planes. Steam Core Scholar is the case that they gave me. Cool. Draw 2, pitch a couple. Scholar's going to get relatively big. Also put a Winter Night Stories in the yard. And our turn. Untap planes, let's go. Alright, and the opponent's tapped out over there, so I guess the question is Zatalpa or Knights of Round. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Zatalpa. We haven't gotten her all night. She flies against this flying 4/4 guy. Maybe they just have Into the Flood Maw, which would suck, but you know, I think it's worth a shot here. Whew, alright. See what they can do. Winter Night Stories. Tap down the Scholar to do it, too. Valgaboth in the yard. I don't like that. I'm going to get out reanimated here. Tursa. Pitch a couple. They're going to get that Valgaboth next turn, and we're going to have to be able to do something about that, buddy. Profs puts counters on the Tursa. She big. Swinging? It's got indestructible. I wouldn't do it. They don't. Okay, so we draw land. Split up. Split up, huh? That's good. That's good against a Valgaboth. For sure. It's also good with an indestructible guy out. Alright, let's get lost to Tursa. Thought about hitting the props. Can also Matza here. Don't know if I wanna, but I probably should. Like our other play here is obviously a Collector's Vault. That'll get us mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'd rather pitch the Matza. If we have to, yeah. Because that's our 7th mana right there next turn. And that opens up a lot in our deck. Plus, if I Collector's Vault again next turn, I might just be able to get lost the Valgaboth if it's in play, because then I can just sacrifice tokens in order to target it. So that could be okay. If they get Valgaboth here, I probably just cast Split Up, because Zatalpa just kills them now if they have a bunch of untapped guys. Have to resolve the Split Up, but I think we will. Like if they play Zombify or something, like we should be able to pull it off. Matter of fact, Zombify the Valgaboth is like exactly what we want. Tursa is the play. Okay. Alright, I think we might have it, but they could still have Into the Flood Maw for the Zatalpa, so we gotta worry about that. Land. 2 untapped mana over there. Comes FOMO. Alright. It is on 4, by the way. What do you pitch here? Completely out of mana, so I think Split Up does just win. We have a Get Lost as well. Props puts counters on. Steam Core, looks like. They scoop. Yeah, they see the writing on the wall here. They don't know what's in our hand necessarily, but I think they understand what's going on.